Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What up? This is Shan, and this is Cozy Womb Podcast. This is Ari. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, Anya.
Hi.
What up?
Say what?
Hey, this is Shan, and this is Cozy Womb Podcast. What's up? Today, I wanted to focus on summer camp finds, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because summer is upon us. Meaning, I think these kids for the southern region of the U.S. have about 2.5 more weeks of school. Some only a week of school left before it's summer break. Summer break tends to be at least 2 months or 2 months and a week. And as working parents, we have to find something to do with these kids while we go to and from work. So if you're fortunate, you have grandparents that want their grandchildren, so you don't really have to think about that during the summer. Or if you want to focus on your kid extending their knowledge and growing over the summer academically, maybe you want to find them a summer camp. So you have to figure out, what do you want to do with your kids for the summer? What does your kid need to do in the 2 months to prepare for the next grade, grandma's house, relative's house, or summer camp? Also, can you afford it? So I was looking through the Atlanta Parent Magazine, and you could find that at your school, in the school office probably, or your daycare or your pre-K office. And it's a free magazine, and it basically tells you what's going on in Atlanta, what fun events may be happening, or what pregnant moms can do to relax, massages, and it gives a lot of insight on where to sell toys or, things, clothes that you may not want in different places. Anything that has to do with kids in Atlanta, this magazine is going to tell you. So the focus of the magazine that I picked up was for camps. And there's a lot of different camps. There's art camp, music camp, history camp, science camp, reading camp, nature camp, and life skills camp. And to me, I was like, dang, I didn't even know there's so many camps. There's teen-only camps, faith camp, robotics camp, boys and girls clubs that you could take your kids to, family camp, where you would pay, I think every 2 nights or 3 nights you would pay. Computer camp, if you want your child to learn how to code or do anything graphic wise, maybe that's something you might want to look into. Sport camps, of course, for those of y'all who like sports, soccer, football, all of that. There's author camp, there's songwriting camp, which is for ages 6 to 11, and that's about $40 per week. There's math camp. What else? STEM and Minecraft camp, piano intensive camp. That's $125 a week plus. Voice intensive camp, $125 a week plus. Art camps are $40 and up, depending on how specific it gets. And camp prices usually range between $65 to $900 a week. And I don't care what anybody says. If you are a parent and money is not, an issue, your child, education-wise, can be, so broad, so vast. Because if you could pay for your child to be in a math camp, or if you can pay for your child to be in a history camp or a music camp, or, anything academically that's going to push them further to where they need to be and maybe surpass the people in their class, they're going to be well off at the beginning of the year. They're going to be more prepared, and money can provide the option to have a better education for your child. So when I was looking at these camps, I was like, you know what? I wish I could afford to put, my kid in a Arthur camp, or I wish I could afford to put my kid in a math camp, or piano lessons camp, and not think about it, and money will help you go a long way. And I'll just point out some of the camps that I thought were pretty cool. There's a camp called Art It Out Camp, East Cobb and Vinings, age 5 to 18, and that's from June 3rd to July 26th. And they do 1 week sessions, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It includes 30 hours of intensive social skills therapy using art, drama, interactive games, and creative expression to help children and teens. $950 and up a session. Okay? If that's something you're into, the number is 770-726-9589. Another camp that I like was the Art Station Performance and Arts Camp. That's in Stone Mountain, and that's for ages 5 to 13, July 3rd to July 26th. 1 week sessions are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and the kids basically explore creativity through performing, literary, and visual arts. $150 to $175 per session. The number is 770-469-1105. Mind you, these prices may go up because the time is getting closer. I got this magazine about 5 weeks ago. I just didn't get around to doing this episode. There's another camp that I found interesting, Museum of Design Atlanta Summer Camp. It has multiple locations, ages 4 to 14, May 28th to August 2nd. It's 1 week sessions, full and half day, STEM-based design thinking camps, $225 to $495 per session. The number is 404-979-6455. Another camp, the Little House of Art, Atlanta and Chamblee, ages 4 and older. May 28th to August 2nd, 1 week sessions, full and half day available. A different theme each week: Princess Camp, Kiddos Comic Con, American Girl Doll Camp, Pokemon Training Camp, Lego, and more. That sounds fun. That's $30 to $60 a week. 470-299-8578. That's the number. What's another camp I thought was cool? You Gotta Have Art. Alpharetta International Academy. That's off of Webbridge Road. And that's for ages 5 to 12. June 10th through July 26th. 1 week sessions. 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Drawing, painting, pottery, and more. $250 per session. Number is 470-233-4610. Then you have... what else is on here? Computer Camp, Kids for Coding, multiple locations, ages 7 to 16, May 28th through July 26th, 1 week sessions, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Coding, game development, robotics, and more. $309 for a half a day session. It's 800-484-2664 is the number if you're interested. They have cooking camps. They have Parks and Recreation camps, Camps Best Friends, City of Atlanta Recreation Centers, ages 5 to 18, July 1st through July 24th, 1 week sessions, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. This will be good if you go to work in those hours and you don't have to worry about where your kid is going to go. They do educational trips, games, sports, arts, and crafts, $35 to $110 per week. The number is 404-546-6881. What else did I like in here? They have horse camps, language camps. So if your kid primarily speaks Spanish or Cambodian and you want to put them in a language camp, or if they speak English and you want them to learn the language, maybe this will be good for them. There is a Creative Kids Youth Enrichment Camp that's on Jonesboro Road, Union City, ages 5 to 14, May 28th through August 9th, 1 week session, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Enrichment and STEM activities along with weekly field trips, $80 to $100 per week. The number is 770-306-0020. What's another camp? Kids Are Kids. Atlanta.com. You can go on there. Kids Are Kids Learning Academies of Atlanta launched a new twist on camp where kids are redefining summer and turning ordinary days into extraordinary. Just fragments of inside the kaleidoscopes. Let's see. Unique dimension of fun and friendships. Plenty of activities and field trips for ages 5 to 12. Register your child for camp today. Man, this book is full of camps. I only went through a couple of them. So if you're interested in getting your child into something that's going to motivate them for the summer and push them further into where they need to be academically, I would look into this. I would look into startcode.net. And it's a camp for ages 8-year-old to 18, making game apps and create with technology, because this world is moving towards technology. And if your kid could get a better understanding of it as a child, who knows what jobs they can get while in high school. Well, coming out of high school, I'm just saying. Do something more than just having your child be home with an older sibling and eat and watch TV and play video games and go outside and play basketball, or go outside and go to a friend's house, or don't have anything to do. If you can afford it, get them into a camp. If I could afford it to have my kids into like a specific camp, I would. So if you have it, I would look into it. If you are considering what to do with your kid, look into some camps in Atlanta and see which one you can afford, what your kid will find, fun, and let them enjoy these 2 months, not wasted. My name is Shan. I'm out.
Good night, good night, good night, good night.